Hi Aries, how are you? Athena here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please do subscribe. I would love to have you part of this community. It's going to be a weekly reading for you, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Aries. Now, Aries, when I was getting into your energy, I did see that you are like resting and meditating and just like on a can't fuck with me type of mood. Seems like you walked away from just toxic behaviors and patterns that no longer served you. And, at one point it was part of who you were, and you just evolved into just being basically a manifestor OG is what I'm seeing, and you're having fun with that. You're just having so much fun with it. You're just even like looking at it like how fast can I manifest? What's the next thing I can manifest? And you're just going on levels and envisioning higher levels of yourself, and just taking the time to sit in that visualization and then plan your next moves. So that is really beautiful to see. So let's see what your current energy is for this week, what the theme is for this week. What are you working towards? What's working for you? What's working against you? What obstacles do you need to overcome? Fears? What do you need to embrace within yourself? Where should you be spending your time and energy? And what is the possible outcome and encouragement that we can provide for you, Aries? All right, so your current self energy space. Yep. Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. Like I said, I just really saw you just like taking a bath, relaxing in your home, and just not being able, like being unbothered, not being bothered by any situation going on. What used to bother you in the past no longer bothers you, because you really found this passion within you, this courage and confidence within you to manifest, basically reaping the rewards of your harvest after long efforts. And this could be and look in any shape, way, or form, right? So another thing that was coming through was every human is just like in a different part of their journey, right? Like some of them are just in limiting toxic behaviors. Some of them are looking to heal their wounds. Some of them are learning about manifesting. Some of them are learning how to homeschool. Some of them are learning their talents. Some of them are learning how to manifest their physical goals, like their physical well-being, their mental well-being. Some of them are learning emotional intelligence. I mean, you name it. There's so many things that people can be working on, can be presented to be mastering at this point in time. However, you're kind of like on a mastery level of done. Like you just worked on so many areas of your life, and you are at a point where if you're not already in a committed relationship, that's probably the only thing pending on your list. But everything else, you've put a great deal of work into checking everything off your list and completing it. And so now you're just enjoying the harvest, enjoying the freedom, enjoying the luxury of being able to just be unbothered and sit in your bathtub and not give an F of what the hell is going on in the world, because you are in that position to be able to do that. So that is very beautiful energy to start with, Aries. Good job. Now the theme of the week is the Hermit, the Strength, and the King of Swords. So the theme of the week is you continuing to harvest and continue to master your skills, continuing to be the beacon of light and sharing knowledge and intellectual discipline to those around you, whether that be your loved ones, a romantic relationship, in the workplace, your children, your friends, your family, whatever that may look like for you. The theme of the week is to continue to be that solid foundation for people, to continue to be that beacon of light, the one that seeks for deeper understanding of why things are happening the way they are. What is the deeper meaning to this event? What knowledge, experience, benefit does this piece of trash event have for us, if you will? And I just said piece of trash because sometimes when people go through shit, they just look at it and they just think it's just shit. But that piece of shit happened for a reason, right? And so that is who you are. That is and who you continue to be this week, is just being able to bring truth and light to situations, patterns, behaviors, you name it, anything and anything that's going through your mind, whatever you've been able to overcome in the past, you're able to share that now with those people around you and kind of guide them and give them a source of direction, if you will. Now, your key goal or your want the most at the moment, or what you're working towards this week: Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, High Priestess. So you're actually working towards more financial stability. You're working towards, so some of those limiting behaviors that you left in the past, those wounds that you healed, all that you just overcame, all those mountains and challenges that you were able to successfully see yourself to the top. You sometimes do think about it and you just know that you don't ever want to go back to that place. So you are consistently working on being a higher version of yourself, of following your intuition and receiving the next steps, the next guidance. And so once again, I'm seeing you in the bathtub, just connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher self, connecting with creator source, and just having clarity of how to move forward, how to channel your energy. What's the next move? What's the most prudent choice for you to harvest your resources and energy and time? So that perhaps you do come from a family that, has beliefs around, we're born poor, so we are to stay poor, or money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't do this because we can't, we don't have that, we just weren't born that way, or we're not wealthy because da da da, X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter if you do come from the family from that, or if you do are surrounded by people that believe that, you were able to remove yourself from that situation, and you're using that as an example of, I don't ever want to go back into that place of being. I want to be able to, or if you are coming out of that situation, you are wanting to build a generational wealth and a stability that you don't ever have to worry about having any hardships, any financial poverty hardships. So I definitely see you working towards that this week, and that's just very beautiful, Aries. Very beautiful. All right, so your fears, obstacles, breakthroughs, challenges to overcome. You got the Page of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. This is telling me that you might not feel ready. That, like, even though you're a manifestor OG and you are pretty good at it, somehow there's still a little bit of uncertainty inside of you, where you are still seeking, almost like, well, there's more learning I need to do. Okay, I just realized my microphone was not plugged in, so the voice might sound different from the first half to the second half of the reading, but oh well, what can we do? You got to overcome that you are actually not a novice anymore, that you don't need further education training, that you don't need further guidance or a guru, if you will, to lead you to your path. Maybe you have invested a great deal of money and time into investing into your skills and your education to get to where you are. And of course, education and evolution is a continual factor and a perpetual way of being. However, to be at a level where you can now monetize your skills and gifts and talents, you have achieved that. So you don't need to worry about that. That no longer needs to be a fear. You got to break through that. You can actually step into your vision of yourself, whatever that may be, while of course still learning, but you don't need the learning to step into it, if that makes sense. Okay. So what is going for you? What are your accomplishments? Wow, beautiful. Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the Emperors. So what's going for you is um, definitely you manifesting your reality by divine inspiration. So whatever caused you to seek enlightenment and seek a spiritual journey and understand the meaning of things and why shit happens, instead of just getting stuck into the this is fucking shit, you know, and being able to evolve like that, to be objective and not be subjective to your experience, uh, was definitely divinely orchestrated for you to be able to step into a very high vibrational way of being. Because at this point in time, you know, we have a pandemic happening in the world, and the reality that you're living in is not the reality millions and millions of people are living, if not billions. I don't know. But a majority of the population are not being able to have the luxury. And I don't want to say luxury, because you most absolutely earned this uh, fruitfulness and abundance and prosperity. But not everybody has the commodity, the luxury, whatever you want to call it, to be able to sit in a bathtub and continue to further fully develop themselves and work on their next manifestation goals and work on their next vision of themselves. You know, and that's not to take away from you and the work that you've done, because obviously you put a lot of work into becoming this self-fulfilling prophecy of yourself, if you will. um, because someone like this would have been previously already envisioning their future self, and so you're continuously working to, even as you sit in the bathtub, whether that's, you know, metaphorical or not, if that's really what you do when you're manifesting, or just a part of it, you know, you're still always envisioning a better and a better and a better version of yourself. um, so for you to even come into this energy is just like very beautiful. So that is something to definitely have working with you. You know, you have these very influential high vibrational energies working towards you, as well as all coming from your heart space. So not only is this like a soul satisfying moment in your life to be able to achieve this level of development, spiritual development, or whatever, you know, well, yes, it is spiritual development, because you would need that to get to this phase. But you're also working on so many areas of your life, and it's all been through the heart, through the soul, through your spirit, you know. So when you're working like that, the universe will definitely make your dreams happen, of course, as long as it's for the highest good of all. And I mean, so far I don't see that not being an issue, because you've been able to manifest. And for everything that you have not been able to manifest, you know, it's like that or better. You get that or something better. So this is what's going against you at the moment. You have the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the Temperance. Okay, so this may be someone around you that valuing your resources as much as you do, and that may be for the fact that they haven't done the work to earn what you have, and so they take your, let's just say, things, resources, money, energy, love, whatever it may be, for granted, and just kind of abuse it and waste it, and just isn't so prudent in the way that they use and utilize your harvest of whatever it is that you manifest. This person kind of has like a very like quick energy of like, I just want, like, what do you have for me? What do you have for me? I'm almost getting like an addictive kind of personality, like, and I'm seeing the you know, the meme of um the person like saying like, you got any more of them episodes or any more of the memes, or, you know, it's like they're just itching for more and more of that instant gratification thing that is just making them happy, right? Because they just don't know how to manifest for themselves. So if this is a child, a romantic partner, someone in the workplace, a family member, I think this would be a great opportunity to kind of lead them into a way that they can develop their own gifts and talents so that they can manifest for themselves. And that way they're not abusing you or those around them to get things. Okay. So that is what's going against you. So what to embrace within yourself? We have the Three of Wands, Judgment, and the Moon. What you can embrace within yourself is the fact that not only do you collaborate well with people and work well with people in this situation, but you're also able to bring a very resurrecting rebirth effect. You have a very transformative energy to you, and you are able to intuitively, psychically know, connect the dots, be that bridge, that beacon between the subconscious and conscious, between the physical world and the metaphysical world, and just give clearance to people, situations, and for yourself. And so that is something, that few people possess, but I'm not going to say it's like rare, not at all, but few people do possess this power to be able to be that kind of leader. And so that, do remember that you have that within yourself. So embrace it. Okay. So now, where to spend your energy, your time, your resources, and find support. We have the World, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Everything that you've been learning thus far, all your manifestation knowledge that you've gained so far, all the lessons, healing, breakthroughs that you've had so far, you can now use this knowledge and put it into a practical use, because you already know you can manifest like an OG. You can literally have anything you want. So now it's time to get really clear on that goal, on whether, for what I'm seeing as the King of Pentacles, like this is a very successful business person. He's very prudent with his choices. And he has wealth that is generational. So to me, this is the divine letting you know that now it's time to take it a step way further. You're really great at manifesting, and you've been manifesting a great deal, breaking through so much, or having so many breakthroughs. But now it's time to create that next generation after generation after generation of breaking the previous generation curses and just completely eradicating them. So I don't think you were going to do anything different besides the besides the divine advising you. That's where to spend your time and energy and sources. That is where you're going to spend your time and energy sources anyways, intuitively, because you were already connecting with your intuition to get the next steps on how to go about this, right? So your future outcome, advice, and encouragement. Knight of Swords, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords. So just look out for people that might come in, and because like I said, not everyone has the luxury or the ability to be where you are. So of course they're going to be able to see that you're not at the same timeline as they are. And so they might want to come in and use their tower moment, use their place of current situation, current energy of, well, you know what, I don't have it that well as you, Aries. I really need some money. I really need some help here. But this is just really quick energy and using your emotions to manipulate you, just for them to get away with whatever it is that we're going to get away with. Because if these are people that you just say like you dealt with in the past, and those are the people that you healed wounds from, and those are the people that you had your major breakthroughs with, that was like the shitty environment people and relationships that you were able to gain growth and a better perspective of why it happened and fulfill your prophecy and become fully into your power, right? Then you know already intuitively that these people are one, not going to look at the same shitty events, which is their tower moment that they're having, the same way that you are. You responded and reacted to it in a different way than they are. They're not going to look at themselves and say, all right, how does this experience benefit me? What kind of knowledge can I take from this? How can this pain make me a better person? How can I transform it? They're not going to look at the situation like that. They're going to look and see what they can take next door, and that next door is probably you, because you're the one that is manifesting in a very great position. So they're probably going to come in and be like, hey Aries, I really need some help here. But use discernment if you want to help them or not. The best way to help people is to help them, lead them into their own power so that they are able to fully unlock their gifts and be completely sustainable and independent on their own, versus again creating a codependent relationship where they come to you but they never really learn how to do or manifest on their own. Okay, so that's just your advice and possible future that could happen. Aries, if you find that this did help, please do share it and please do subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this community. Thank you, Aries. Bye.